Hello everyone, welcome back to my tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to solve a material nonlinear analysis using dogbone shape. So I have taken a elastic material property of 210000 megapascal, that means steel material I have taken, and the Poisson ratio is 0.3. And for plastic region, I have taken a stress strain curve with the 2-point slope, a single line I have taken. So in dogbone shape, one side I am going to fix it and other side I am going to apply a displacement of 1 mm. Now we will solve this problem using salome. So first go to geometry model. I have created the dogbone shape. Now we will directly import that file here. This one I just taken. In this case I am going to solve it by using an mm only. So after importing the file, just check the dimension. See everything in mm, just close. Now just create a group to apply the boundary conditions. So left side I just want to fix it. Add, fix, just apply. Right side I am going to apply the displacement. I am just giving name called disp. Now we'll save this file. So the same folder I'm just saving here. Now we'll create a mesh to this geometry. Create mesh. I'm going to create a NetGen 1D, 2D, 3D algorithm using this algorithm. I'm going to create tetra element. So here I'm just going to give 1. Say OK, apply and close. Right click and compute. See, now I have created a very good mesh. Now we can save this file. Now we just move into aster study. Just say OK. Simple static analysis. Then we just want to going to give a nonlinear property. For that, just add a stage, mesh, read mesh. First, read mesh. So mesh from the model, mesh format is MED. Just apply and OK. Now go to model definition. Assign a finite element model. Finite element everywhere. Mechanic and 3D model. Just OK, apply and OK. Now I have defined the model also. Now just go to the material. First define the material. Before defining the material, we have to define the stress strain curve. Just go to the function, define a function. In stress strain curve, there are different ways we can specify it. First, here I am going to use x and y coordinate function. So in a stress strain curve, here you can see x coordinate is strain and y coordinate is stress. So similarly, we have to give the data. So in x coordinate, x coordinate is the strain. So here the strain value we have to enter it 0.001, 0.2. 0.2. Okay. Now just say OK. Here the parameter is strain x. So EPSI. And the y coordinate is stress value you have to enter. Stress value is 235 megapascal and 400 megapascal. Now just say OK. Here residue name we can give it as stress also. Any name we can modify. This is actually x parameter, we can set it here. Then interpolation is a linear interpolation. Right and left side is a linear. Just apply. Just say OK. Now we have defined the functions and just rename things first as stress strain. Just apply and OK. Then you just go to the material. define a material. First, linear isotropic. Here so 21 and 40, yes. Then here it is 0.3. Density is not required, just say OK. Elastic property I have defined. Then we just want to add traction curve. Edit. So stress strain curve, you just choose it, just say OK. Just apply and OK. So we have defined the material. I'm just naming as steel. Just OK. Now just go to assign the material to the model. Everywhere I have assigned, just say OK. Just apply and OK. Now just go to the functions to define the multiplication factor. So define a function. I'm going to define a load function. Coordinate with the time. X coordinate is time and Y coordinate. So X is the first one, it's the time. Y is the function we are going to view. When the time is 0, the load is 0. Similarly, when the time is 1, the load is 1. Remaining 2 we can remove it. Now this is the way we are going to multiply it. Just apply and OK. Now this is defined. Then we can define the time period. So from 0 until 1 it has to run. Step length I am giving 0.1. Just say OK. Just apply and OK. Now this is also we have defined. Now we just want to time step method we have to define. It's auto method. Edit. You have to choose time step list. Just say OK. Just apply and OK. Now we have defined this. Then we can go for boundary conditions and load. Assign a mechanical load. Enforce the degree of freedom. So here you see one side we have to fix, other side we have to apply the displacement of 1m. So go to element, fix, just say OK. So we just want to arrest 3 degree of freedom. Just say OK. And next we have to apply the displacement, same we just add. Displacement, just say OK. X displacement is 1 mm. Just say OK. Now just apply and say OK. Now we have created the boundary condition and load. Now just go to analysis. We have to do a static nonlinear analysis. Now time stepping is this one. Just say OK. Here load. First one is the load and multiplication function is load f. Just say OK. There is an option called comportment. Edit. This is you just choose this relation and deformation. Here we have given a stress strain curve. Here for that we have to choose Van Mises isotrace. Van Mises, this is actually whisk isotrace. We have to choose Van Mises isotrace. Van Mises isotrace, yes. Here is that Van Mises isotrace. And here we have to choose Simomethi. This is the isotropic hardening we have chosen. Now just say OK. For convergence, make it maximum time iterations are 15. This is just make it 1 e power minus 6. Just say OK. Just apply and just say OK. Now we have defined the static nonlinear solver. Then we'll go for the post processing to calculate the sigma and Van Mises stress. This is a sigma L node and sigma node. and here SAEQL no and SAEQ node. Just apply, use the same name, just OK. Finally, we will save the results and output format, set output results. Just navigate the file. I'm just giving result.rmad. Just save it. Here just go to edit, mesh, and here we have to choose calchamp, tut-69, make it S. Just OK. MAD format, this also we can change it to 4.1. Just apply and OK. Now just saving this file. Now you can see it here. First I have read the mesh, then I have defined the model of 3D mechanic, then I have defined the stress strain curve, and this same stress strain curve I have included. Up to the elastic limit, the Young's modulus and Poisson ratio will work. After that, the stress strain curve will take. Then I have assigned the material to the model. Then load function, slowly I am applying the load. Time. This automated load step. One side we are fixing, other side I am giving a displacement of 1. So non-linear. So isotropic, one versus isotropic trace I have taken. Now we'll save this. Then we'll run the case. So here we'll allot some more memory. And just click this plus button and make it 5 seconds, then just run it. Here we can see the iteration, how it is the running. If any error comes, we have to modify the setup and we have to rerun it. Now it is going a first iteration. First iteration is converge and now it is going a third iteration. Here you can see criteria of convergence is reached. Here you can see it is completed 50%. So sixth iteration is going. It has to finish up to 1. Now it is going a 9th iteration, 80% is over. Yes, now it is solved completely without any error. See here, 100% is completed and now it is saving options are going. Now it is done. Now it is done without any error. Now we can view the results using paraview. Just go to paraview. Just right click and open pictures, code aster, select the result RMD format, just say OK, just apply. Now we can go for displacement, just iterate it. We have to run the values to all the iteration. Now this also we can run it. Now just move into displacement again, dx. Now here you can see we have applied 1 mm. The red color indicates 1 mm. So whatever the load we have applied, it is applied to the model correctly. Now we can check the stress value. So this one is the von Mises stress. So von Mises stress, it's reaching the value of 250 megapascal. The maximum is getting here. Similarly, we can check sigma xx also. So von Mises is getting 250 megapascal here. Slowly you can see the load will apply. So this is the way we have solved. In this tutorial we have learned how to solve hardening using a stress strain curve by material nonlinearity. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe my channel for more videos. Thank you.